Hello everyone, welcome to the Watchmen channel. Today we bring you another interesting episode of our SRC presidential candidacy interviews. Stay tuned and make sure you listen closely to what they are going to say. Yes, because today they are going to tell you the voices behind their flyers and all their policies. So you should be very attentive. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. So without much ado, I'd like to introduce the speaker for today. So please, in just some few minutes, tell us your name and then what inspired you to contest for the SRC presidency.
All right, thank you so much. I am the person of Abdullai Alhassan, popularly known on campus here as Finance. That's as a presidential candidate. Yes, my inspiration behind my candidacy for the SRC president is that I want to change the status quo of the SRC, of the CKT without SRC. Yes, over the years, I've been on this campus for so many years, and almost every year, this narrative continues to be the same. Yes, so I am here to change the status quo of CKT without SRC.
Okay, thank you very much. That was very lovely. Thank you very much. So the second question. Every leader emerges from a need, as we can all say. In your opinion, what are top 3 issues currently affecting students on campus? And how do you plan to address them if you are elected?
Thank you so much. I think this semester as it stands now, or this academic year, one of the toughest challenges that we are facing as students is the fact that the receipt exams has been cancelled. You know, since the university became autonomous, we have a receipt exams for students, which was like a second chance for students who happen to trail courses. But just this academic year, it has been cancelled without any justification. So that's one of the challenges that we are facing as students on campus here. Secondly, when you look at our school fee schedules, it's another issue. Nursing students, for example, their school fees have been skyrocketed in their portals without any reason. And not only that, entirely, when you look at almost all the courses in this university, we are paying equal school fees. But then we are not using the same facilities. I am doing mathematics, you might be doing biochemistry. You could see that I have no use of laboratories. But in my school fees schedule, I'm paying for laboratories. You are doing biochemistry, I'm doing mathematics. You can see the differences. But still, we are paying equal school fees. So we need something that we call readjustment of the school fees.
Okay.
When given the mandate, the school fees schedule has to be readjusted according to departmental and faculty. That's the second one. And then thirdly, you see there is a breach of communication between management and students. Sometimes we'll be doing something, management are not aware. Sometimes management will be doing something we are not aware. Just as the past or the previous administration, you could see there is some kind of lack of communication between the students and even management. So when given the mandate, we'll make sure that all those challenges will be addressed. When you look at the drainage system on campus too, very bad. We don't have any scholarship on campus again. Over the years, Mr. Easy Scholarship was there, but ever since the registrar was sacked, Mr. Easy Scholarship has been cancelled. We don't have any scholarship in this university, and that's one of the major challenges that we are facing as students on campus here again. Okay. Yes, we have many challenges that we are facing, but just like you said, I should mention 3. Okay. Yes, but if I'm to be allowed to mention some of the challenges
I think it's okay.
I think we will end here.
Sure. Yes. All right, so the third question. Within the first 100 days of your of you being in office, let's say the first 100 days of you being in office, what are some actionable goals you think will be put in place?
Okay, thank you so much. As the most decorated candidate among this year SRC presidential candidates, yes, I've had experiences over the years. You know, I have been part of some administrations, and there is poor transition in each and every administration. And you know, before the commencement of my administration, there will be a transition of power. I'll have to be handed over. They have to hand over to me and things. Over the years, there is lack of a very poor transition programs. That is why when you look at last year transition, the audit reports and what has happened after It's very sad. So as my number one priority before even the commencement of my administration, I will make sure that the transition is done in the right way. The outgoing executive, they should account for each and everything, and I'm going to lay down procedures to do that. That is even my first day in office. Yes, but going forward in my first 100 days, I will champion the receipt issue, because that's my number one policy among all my policies. The receipt issue is my headache, and in my first day or my first 100 days in office, I will make sure that I will push harder for the reinstatement of the receipt policy. That is number one. Secondly, as it stands now, I've even laid grounds for the NHIS, National Health Insurance, to be linked to the school university clinic. Okay. And like I said, just some few days ago, I had a meeting with the clinic director again, and then he made mention to me that NHIS will be working very soon. So as to whether I win the election or I lose the election, NHIS will be working. And so I do believe that during my first 100 days, NHIS should start functioning in the university clinic. Not only that, the drainage system, scholarships. I have links with, I have a brother who works with MTN office, and last year he helped me to secure scholarship, MTN scholarship for students, and they are there. If I should be questioned, who are they? You can't just sell them out. Yes, but if the need arises, I can call them for them to testify. They are beneficiaries of the MTN scholarship through me. So like I made mention earlier on about the scholarships, when given the money, I'll champion that in my first 100 days. The drainage system, the funding policy, the receipt issues, the LSAC food bank, the linking the NHIS to the university clinic, and many more. Especially my flagship policies. As we all know, my flagship policies that I've released, my first 100 days, I will make sure that all the flagship policies is implemented.
I think you have plenty things to say.
Sure.
Yeah, so because of our time, let's just make it snap. All right, so to the fourth question. Student welfare is always a top priority.
Sure.
From academic challenges to emotional support and financial burdens. How will your administration make a meaningful difference in students' life?
Okay. Thank you so much. You see, over the years, like I said, I sit here as the most decorated and experienced candidate in this this year contest. Okay. I have experience in this particular campus leadership. And one of the challenges that we normally face is that, you see, after each and every elections, the executives normally appoint tribe mates and friends. Okay. I don't know whether you are getting me. And most often too, when we are doing the campaign, mostly they do contribute for the aspirants. So that when they win the election, they will also do what? Pay them or give them appointment. Okay. Which is something obnoxious to me in my campaign. I don't do that. So that should tell you that I am not ready to work with friends. I'm ready to work with those who are willing to work, who are willing to serve the student, not for you to buy your appointment during my campaign. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that my administration will come with a diverse appointments, right, from religious backgrounds to tribal backgrounds, and then to departmental levels, so that each and everyone will have a share in it. It won't be like at the end of the day I am being limited, or some of the things that we'll be doing will be limited to a certain group of people. Okay. I do believe that when we come together as students, each and every student will help to put the quota into the welfare of the students. I think that's one of the things that will make my administration exceptional, because we have started working even before the election. And just like I said, the NHIS issue, though we are here for academic, but like you said, our welfare and health is paramount. Sure. Yes, I do believe that if you and I weren't feeling well, we wouldn't have been here. Yes, so those are the things that I actually encourage students to emphasize before even casting their vote for us. Don't just go and vote for somebody that you know as friend or something. Vote for somebody who can actually deliver work into our expectation.
Thank you very much for your answer. But I made mention of the emotional aspect.
The emotional
Yes, emotional aspect. How are you going to help students when it comes to their emotions? Maybe, let me give an example. Somebody is raped on campus and then is feeling insecure. The name is spreading. Oh, this girl has been raped, this girl. And that kind of social pressure is on her. Like, how do you intend to settle such an issue?
Thank you so much for this question. Yes, just like I've mentioned, we've released our policies, and one of my policies is championing sensitization programs. And then, yes, we know, like the example that you cited, we have a women commissioner. Yes, when certain issue rise up and it's about a female student, I think as a SRC president, it's good for me to link up or to reach out to the women commissioner so that we will be able to address the issue. Because the female students, sometimes I don't think they will feel comfortable. Most of them might not feel comfortable to discuss certain issues with me. But the women commissioner being a female student, I think when I reach out to the women commissioner, we can put our heads together and we address the issue. That is when it is a female. But then when it is a guy or a male student, I think I can approve the person through my welfare committee chair. We can reach out to the person, then we see how best we can help.
Okay. Thank you very much for your answer. So we'll move to the sixth question for the day. Let's talk money. Okay. Concerning the SRC budgets and other related expenses. How will you ensure that students trust in how funds are managed and allocated?
Okay, thank you so much. Constitutionally, the SRC president has to give state of the SRC address. Okay. Yes, and in doing so, I will make sure that the outgoing presidents, what they left in the office and everything will be known to the students through the parliamentary council. Yes, and like I said, there is sometimes breach of communication between the SRC and then the student populace. Yes, I will make sure that each and every semester I will engage with the students and I will update them what is actually happening. Because like I said, over the years we have experiences where instances where you go and then they will be giving you some figures that maybe the entire student body undergrad you are 2,000 students, meanwhile you are 4,000 students. Just like I'm even overhearing some instances like that this semester, that this current administration, they have given them a different figure, and then just lately they got to realize that it was a wrong figure given to them. So I will make sure that during the transition program, I will make sure that there will be a strict accountability and transparency. And then when given the mandate, when handed over to, I will make sure that there will be a communication each and every time so that students themselves will keep updated on issues happening on campus here. Because SRC funds is not only for the SRC president, it's not there for him, it's for all of us. I am paying equal SRC due as the SRC president. Okay. So I do believe that though you are the leader of the SRC, but there should be some kind of communication between you and the students. Okay. So I will make sure that I will implement that effectively, so that everybody will be updated on what is going on, what we have, what we are using it for. Okay. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your answer. So to the seventh question, working with school authorities, how do you intend to work with the school authorities effectively and also fight for the rights of students at the same time? Do you get my question? Okay.
Thank you so much. See, like I keep mentioning, I am the most decorated and experienced candidate among all this year aspirants. Okay. And like I said, I know them. And sometimes when you know somebody, you know the best way to handle them. Okay. As compared to when you don't know the person, you are just new to the person. I am somebody that cannot be intimidated. Okay. I am somebody, I have demonstrated it numerous times during my days in the parliamentary council. And you could bear witness to that. I do remember you were one of the parliamentary council social media, cameramen and things. So you could bear witness to that when we invite joint news and things. So many ways I've demonstrated to students that I am there for their welfare, and finance cannot be intimidated by management. Sure. Yes, we are bringing the spirit up. We will let the management know that we actually know our rights. Okay. I have the constitution backing me. That is when I'm given the mandate. So I need not to fear. You understand? I will champion the welfare of the students from campus here, even outside campus. If I have to be, face management head to head, I'm ready to do it.
Sure.
Yes, so far as the welfare of the students is concerned.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So to the eighth question of the day. Many have led before you. My question is, what makes your leadership style different? And then why should students believe you are the one to do it better?
All right, thank you so much. When you look at the way I do my campaign,
Okay.
I think that one alone speaks a bit about myself. Yes, I have demonstrated in so many ways that I am ready to put my quota into the welfare of college students. Yes, and I don't just wait for the mandate to be given to me, just like other aspirants. Yes, I always say it. Some of the challenges that we are facing as students today, you can do it as an ordinary student or as a candidate like me. And some of them, you will need a constitutional backup, and that is where we now solicit for student support. Things that we can do without the mandates, I try my best to do them, like linking the NHIS to the school clinic, organizing buses for students, filling student buses for them. To an extent, last semester, we paid students' fees through our links. I am not rich, but then due to the links and the connection that I have, I managed to help students out. So finance don't just wait for the mandate to be given to him. I have started working, and just like I said, I've laid grounds and foundations for the NHIS to be linked to the university clinic and many other ways. There are students that I wish they could come out and they say, finance, I've done this and that's for me. But in a way, that's also in a way will be bad for their image, because some of them might not be willing to show up. Yes, because many people know that they are needy and things. Yes, so I don't know, but if they are comfortable in doing so, I do believe that after watching these videos, they will do that. Okay, so in any case, I've demonstrated enough to the students that I am ready to work, and then I'll be different from the other aspirants, because I don't just wake up one day to decide to become the SRC president. I have followed and I have learned in my own capacity. I have put my quota into the welfare of the students. That is why I'm on the 4 zone. When you go to my zone, I'm a former MP for zone 3. When you go to zone 3 in the night, you will love it. Taken from Las Vegas to the Pensa ground, me myself around my hostel, you see the lighting system is very impressive. And I am rational behind that. Sometimes due to my connection, last year like this, I was the MP. I reached out to then the SRC president. I lay a complaint about the route from Las Vegas down to Pensa ground. I reached out to him, and likely enough, he was able to offer a street light box. So when you go to my zone, I am the former MP for the zone. When you go to the zone, the lighting system there is massive. It's very, very impressive. Not only that, I don't think you will believe I reach out to the DCE of Navurungu to help us with street light bulbs. So I'm even hoping that maybe this weekend or next week the street light bulbs will be in for us to even increase the lighting system on campus and around campus. Okay. Yes, so I am unique in many ways. I am unique in the way I do my campaign and many other things. Thank you so much.
All right. So finally, I'd like you to use a moment to tell the students why you deserve their vote.
All right, thank you so much. Over the years, this school we have been doing experiments. I just want the students to know that it is time for us to vote for experience. Let's stop the experimentations and now focus on experience. Finance, like I always say, the most decorated and experienced candidate among this year race. Yes, and the policies, you have many reasons why you should vote for me. Vote for finance to get the receipt back. Vote for finance for the funding policy. Vote for finance for proper drainage system on campus. Vote for finance for the SRC support fund. Vote for finance for the massive distribution of the sanitary pads and condoms on campus here. Vote for finance for the readjustment of the school fees. Vote for finance for the NHIS to link up with the school clinic. Vote for finance for a proper advocacy. Vote for finance to change the status quo of CKT as SRC. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us on the Watchmen.
All right, thank you so much.
We appreciate your time and your transparency. Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. I want to appreciate you and your team for having me today. And I do believe that the future is bright, and then we'll get there, and collectively we'll share the name of the university to the entire country. Because I don't know if I can add something. Can I add something?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so is that something that just came into my mind, and I just want to add it up. You see, the school became autonomous for 5 years now. I do believe that the university became autonomous before Amstead. But when you look at the social media narrative of this particular campus, it's very poor. It's that management itself, they don't care about the university in the media. But now the youths, almost all of us, we find ourselves in social media. That is where we can even sell the school name out. But over the years, just last month when we did our graduation, you won't see it anywhere in social media. Even if it is there, it's not even viral. Like the social media, something is very poor in this campus. So I just feel that when given the mandate, the LSAS will champion the social media through you guys, because I could see that you have passion for that. And like I said, I've never heard in Ghana that somebody had a GPA of 4.0. But when we did our graduation video, a student had a GPA of 4.0. But I've not heard of that news outside. But it was something that can even saw the school name out. But it's like management and this current administration, they are very quiet on that. When given the mandate to work hand in hand with those of you to champion the social media aspect of the university, I think that is one of the ways to also saw the school name out and then make it popular in the country. And in doing so, we'll get more students on campus here, and everything will be good for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And to our lovely viewers, thank you for watching. Thank you for your love. Thank you for liking, sharing. Okay, we'll see you in the next episodes.